What's up, YouTube? Capital G here. Got an excellent back and forth beatdown duel for you guys to check out. We got SHS, Super Heavy Samurai at the top, and True Draco, everybody's favorite deck to duel against at the bottom. This is going to be an interesting duel because it's pretty much just beatdown city with both archetypes, and SHS doesn't really have any effect negation or any ways of kind of battling effects. So if the True Draco monsters hit the field, SHS is just gonna have to pretty much play through them, like let them activate as many times as possible, and generally that means you're playing into True Draco, but I don't know, maybe they'll be able to overpower it with some spicy tricks and maybe some other things that they can do. Anyways, Diagram is the opening play. Anytime you open with Diagram and Draco, probably a good hand. Going to play Heritage into Disciples, draw a card, I believe. Yeah, just needed to tribute and get that other Heritage in the graveyard, ending on Double Majesty's Maiden, and I know I saw True King's Return. What's the other one? Is that Apocalypse? Okay, so yeah, pretty solid opening board, and you know, for SHS to do anything, probably going to have to trigger both of these Majesty's Maidens, giving True Draco 2 searches in the process. Going to go for Soul Piercer, one of the better SHS monsters, because when it's sent from the field to the graveyard, you get a search, and then the Scarecrow, the Link monster, can summon it back from the graveyard. So basically, you're just getting 2 quick searches. Open with Sekka's Light as well, so that should be a draw 2, and kind of like a fix your hand draw 3 essentially. We'll see what the True Draco or the SHS player has in store. Interesting enough, is actually going to go for the Ancient Gear Link monster. This was the first play that surprised me in this duel. What they're going to search for is Ancient Gear Box, and that's a card that when it's searched, it can search another machine monster with 500 defense. So basically a search 2 and gonna go for that Infinite Track monster. So that's pretty cool. Anyways, I think it's synchro time. SHS obviously is a synchro based deck despite having Link monsters. Unfortunately, True Draco are going to use True King's Return and the Apocalypse. That means both cards going to hit the graveyard, and I think they're going to be able to pop 2 monsters. So a little bit of a setback for SHS, but they still had the Sekka's Light, which will trigger the Ignis Heat. So I guess both players are getting a little bit of what they wanted. Going to try to activate the SHS Thief. This card is awesome. Basically, you tribute it, and it kind of destroys your opponent's spell and trap card that's on the field, but then it puts it on your side of the field. So you can, against Draco, you can like take their floodgates and just make it so they don't have them on the field. If they're Draco cards, they won't hit the graveyard, so maybe it helps with cards like Disciples, where they have to shuffle stuff back in the deck. Anyways, looks like the Draco player is at advantage. 4 big monsters on field. The armor will keep this guy protected. This card makes it so that it will not be destroyed in battle this turn, but they did get that nasty Monarchs Erupt Floodgates. Gonna Kaiju them, then go for another copy of Thief. Thief will be able to take out the Monarchs Erupt. So the unfortunate thing is, as I said earlier, SHS don't really have ways of attacking effects, so even though the Super Heavy Samurai player is kind of still playing, they have to just kind of play through all of these freaking True Draco effects. Like, Draco player is just like, all right, search, 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 add, search. You know what I mean? Like, that's really unfortunate. Anyways, SHS is still going to push through, actually going to go for that huge train monster and then activate the Infinite Track effect in the graveyard. This is the one that's basically Pot of Avarice, so he is going to be able to shuffle 5 back into the deck, I believe, and then draw 2 more cards. Really good tool for, you know, the Super Heavy Samurai deck, because the entire thing is Earth and Machine. Gets a copy of Sekka off the top. That is some cheese right there. And then is going to attack with that big choo-choo. Keep in mind the SHS monsters do attack with their defense points, and 4,800 defense points is no joke. I believe Card of the Demise was used to draw 2. Going to attack, no battle damage can be applied here, and SHS might be able to do it with this big guy. Gonna go for another Kaiju, then activate the Thief again. This is a cost, so it can activate under the Monarchs Erupt and cards like Skill Drain. So Monarchs Erupt's on the field, but he says, nah, I'm just gonna go ahead and get that off the field. Gonna activate another Thief, Ain't No Hard once per turn, and takes their set Card of Demise. You dog you. Oh, that's just nice. Anyways, I believe he is going to go Battle Phase and get rid of the monster, and now it looks like Draco is 100% out of the duel. You're not going to win a duel with just a Jizakiryu because it can't even attack over this, but Draco, man, got that Devil's Luck. Let's see what he's going to top deck. gets the Pot of Duality off the top, and wouldn't you know, ends up hitting a card. No, it doesn't hit Card of Demise. Okay, all right, well, the next best thing, I guess, is the Apocalypse. All right, well, one draw probably won't make a difference, unless it's on this channel when it's going to make all the difference. Ends up top decking the Card of Demise. You bastard, man. The cheese is real. Ends up getting one card into another card, into the power card, and I think they might be able to run this back. The Choo Choo is going to go down, and they're going to get to draw a bunch of cards, and also pop that Card Demise. So the well, it's not like the SHS player can even use it because they already use Sekka, so they can't use Card Demise, but it's still nice to you know, get rid of it. Anyways, I believe that they're actually going to go for a really spicy play here that I definitely did not see coming. Going to go for the Super Heavy Samurai Link monster. Tries to reborn their Synchro, but Impermanence is going to shut that down. Don't usually see Impermanence in Draco, but you saw it right now. Anyways, going to get a couple more monsters on the field, and then actually going to go into Cyber Dragon Nova. These monsters, I mean, you don't usually see this in Super Heavy Samurai. I didn't even know they played this card, to be completely honest. And you know when somebody summons Nova, they're going for Infinity. That should be able to suck up one of those monsters. Well, I guess Jizukiro has to be it because it would just attack over Infinity. Looks like the Draco player is going to foolishly activate Diagram. Cyber Dragon Infinity says, bitch, you ain't about to use no Diagram here. And even though he attacks over the Scarecrow, no battle damage is taken by either player from that attack. And I think that this is pretty much it. He should just be able to suck up the copy of Dynamite Knight. And he didn't have enough you know, if he would have had just a little more life points and would have been able to use that strike, I think things would have been a little bit different. But he did have Monarchs Erupts. It's not like he controlled any tribute monsters anyways. Plus, he has an extra deck, so I'm not even sure he'd be able to like activate this card anyways because he does have an extra deck. Anyways, those were some pretty spicy plays from both players, and I hope you guys enjoyed that duel. If you did, give a video a thumbs up. Thank you guys for watching. As always, subscribe if you have not already, and turn on that notification bell for daily videos.